What? Aizen's been killed? When? By whom? Why?
It happened earlier today. The murderer and motive are not known.
Blast! What exactly happened while I was asleep? I'll get to the bottom of this.
Do you think Ichigo is okay?
I don't like it either. But out of the three of us, Ichigo's the only one with a chance of beating a guy with that much spiritual pressure. Let's worry about what we have to do now. We managed to get here, but just how are we gonna open this door?
Don't worry. I borrowed a spare key from the cell lock storage room last night, in the underground waterway. I definitely want to save Miss Rukia too. Last night, I was thinking how hard Ichigo was fighting, and yet I'm always running away all the time. Maybe that isn't cool.
You've got a lot more guts than I'd given you credit for. Jeez Louise, everybody's so desperate to save this Rukia girl. They all want to help her so bad. She must be a real cutie pie.
Well, not really.
Come on, don't be shy. All right, let me take a look and see exactly what's going on here. Oh, Rukia!
Hanataro! That pattern. The tumbling current of the fallen heavens. Are you one of the Shiba family?
Huh? What? You know her?
Yes, I know her. How could I possibly ever forget that face? She's a Soul Reaper, the one who killed my brother.
What are you talking about, Ganju? Miss Rukia would never.
It's all right, Hanataro. He's completely correct. If you're one of the Shiba clan, then your older brother, Kaien Shiba, did indeed die by my hand. Do what you will. I won't stop you. You're free to kill me if that's what you really want to do.
Please stop, Ganju! That's not what we came here for! We came here to save her, remember? Ichigo entrusted us with her life, the two of us.
What? Hold on. Something's coming.
Oh, that's...
Where am I? Wait, I'm not dead?
Finally awake, eh?
Mr. Yoruichi, I'm so glad that you're all right.
Well, I'm in better shape than you are.
So, you're the one who saved me. Thanks for that.
Think your own will to live. I'm impressed you didn't die instantly from your injuries.
Oh no, Chad's in danger. I gotta go help him.
You fool! Chad is all right. Sure, he's hurt, but at least he's still alive. Orihime and Uryu managed to escape, and both of them were practically unharmed. Do me a favor. Be good and stay in that force field for a while. Essentially, half of your organs were crushed to a pulp. If this hadn't been in your pocket at the time, then you most likely would have been cut in half. To be honest with you, I'm surprised that you actually still have it.
What? That was in my pocket? Seriously?
What? You didn't even know that you had it?
Well, I heard that that thing is what saved me when I was fighting against Renji yesterday. So I wanted to keep it for good luck, but... Hinataro insisted that I throw it away. I chucked it in the underground waterway.
I'll hold on to it.
What? But I just got it back.
Give it to me. Do as I say.
Okay. Well, then take it, please.
I doubt it, but better safe than sorry after all.
You know what? You're pretty amazing, Yodoichi. The place is crawling with captains, but you don't have a single scratch on you. And you carried me here the whole way with just that little body of yours.
Well, it wasn't so hard when I was in my original form.
Huh? What do you mean, your original form? What?
There's no point in hiding it now. Okay, then. I'll show you my true form.
Huh?
From that look on your face, you seem truly surprised. Not that I blame you for that, of course. Honestly, most people automatically assume that I'm male because of the way that I sound. They're so naive. Revealing my true form is such a delight, considering the responses I always get. Almost every person reacts like a complete fool. Now then, in order to clear up any confusion you might have, I'll show you how I managed to carry you. You see, I use this tool.
Put some clothes on!
Oh, sorry. I apologize. I haven't worn any clothes in quite a while. So in any event, this is the way I was able to carry you here.
So you're telling me that if you fill this tool with spirit energy, you can use it to fly?
Correct. It's a very rare and valuable artifact, even in the Soul Society.
And then somehow, you managed to get your paws on it? You change your form, you heal wounds, you have unusual gizmos? Ms. Yodoichi, who exactly are you, anyway?
That's...
This spiritual pressure. It's him.
It's coming from the Senzai-Q. Wait, Ichigo! What are you going to do?
Ganju and Hinata were heading to the Senzai-Q. If I don't go, who's gonna save them? Fly!
Wait! Ichigo! That fool.
Not so fast!
What's exactly the matter? Are you deaf? I thought I was clear. I told you to disappear.
Enough! Save it, rich boy! I don't care if you're some hotshot nobleman. That nonsense doesn't matter to me at all. I'm a Shiba. There isn't a coward among us who'd be scared off that easily.
A Shiba? I see. So you're one of them. Then I apologize for dismissing you. In any event, you will not leave here alive.
Huh? What are you gonna do from all the way over there?
Please don't, brother!
Scatter. Senbon Sakura.
What the? The blade disappeared!
Ganju. Please, stop! Brother!
It's very dangerous around here. Haven't you done enough already, Captain Kuchiki?
Captain Ukitake!
Rukia, looks like you've lost weight. How have you been?
What are you doing, Jushiro?
Hey, I should be asking you that. You know, there's actually a ban against drawing a Zanpakuto here. Even if it is to drive off the Ryoka, what were you thinking?
There is a wartime exemption. The drawing of Zanpakuto has now been permitted.
Wartime exemption? Is the appearance of a few wayward Ryoka that important? Wait, was Aizen killed by... What? That spiritual pressure. It could only belong to a captain. But I don't recognize it. Whose is it?
Wait a moment. This spiritual pressure, is it...
You okay, Hinataro? Oh man, sorry buddy. I shouldn't have sent you guys ahead. Where's Ganju?
Over there.
I see. Rukia, I've come to rescue you.
You fool! I told you not to come! I told you! I said not to follow after me! Now look at you! You fool!
Okay, I'm an idiot. So, yell at me all you want. Just do it later. We can deal with it after I beat him. Don't worry, I won't get myself killed. You may not be able to tell, but I've actually gotten quite a bit stronger.
Yakuya, who is he?
He's not related. Or at least, he's not related to the one that you're thinking of. He's no one of consequence, just a Ryoka. So don't worry, I'll dispose of him. And then this trifling conflict will come to an end.
I gotta tell you, you're pretty full of yourself. You didn't even bother trying to attack, while Rukia and I were chatting.
Who exactly do you think you're talking to? Do you really believe that I'd attack you while your guard was down? You've got a big mouth. You know that, boy? Like I told you earlier, you really do have a very big mouth, boy.
He's gone. It's Flash Step.
A big mouth, huh? I see you. Byakuya Kuchiki.
It seems that you've managed to improve quite a bit since the last time. Well then, before you drown underneath the pressure of that newfound strength of yours, I will show you the overwhelming difference in our skills. You couldn't defeat me in 1,000 years.
No, Ichigo! Run!
Scatter.
That's...
It's you.
Yoruichi!
Yoruichi? Wait, who is she? I don't know her.
Ah, I believe I've heard that name before.
She was the Supreme Commander of the Stealth Force, and also she's the General Corps Leader of the 1st Division Punishment Force, Yoruichi Shihoin. It's been quite a long time. Over a century by now, I believe. And here I thought that you were dead.
Ms. Yoruichi, you came to help me. Thanks for that. But please, I gotta ask you this. Just stay out of it. I have to beat him.
Beat? You? Beat him? Don't be a fool.
What? Why? Yoruichi...
So it's medicine. Was it Gaten or Hoten? You shoved some powerful anesthetic directly into his organs. Do you intend to heal him, Yoruichi?
Jushiro.
I simply will not allow it. The fact is, you cannot escape from here, milady.
Do you honestly consider yourself my equal, Byakuya? Have you even once beaten me in a game of Chase the Devil?
So then, shall we have a go? Did you think you could escape me with a flash step like that?
Did you think you could stop me with a flash step like that? 3 days! I'll make him stronger than you in 3 days. I know it's self-serving, but I'm declaring a truce until then. Chase me if you wish. Flash Master Yoruichi will not be captured by the likes of you.
They got away, eh? Hey, Byakuya! Where are you going? What about these guys? Aren't you going to deal with them?
I've lost interest. Do what you want with them.
He's a moody one, all right.
Miss Rukia!
She must have been concentrating the whole time Byakuya was here. I don't blame her. Very well. First of all, we have to contact Squad Force Captain. Someone's critically wounded. We need them to send an emergency relief team.
What?
And then, Rukia, I'm sorry, but you're going to have to go back to your cell.
No! I won't let you put Miss Rukia back there!
Don't worry. I'll have a word with the higher-ups. I'll find a way to get her out of here. You're probably wondering why I'm letting you live.
Yes.
Why wouldn't I? At the moment, we don't know who killed Aizen, and you outsiders may have information about his murder. I can't kill you until that's investigated, but more importantly, what you did may have been questionable, but you were trying to save one of my subordinates, so I won't stand by and watch you get killed.
Why? Why'd you take me out of there? I had the best chance of coming out alive, of anybody there! Now Ganju, Hinataro, and Ruki are gonna get killed!
Who do you think you are? You had no chance. No one there could have done it. They couldn't have fought against Byakuya and lived.
Look, you!
Stop shouting. You're just going to open up your wounds again. Carrying you away was the best I could do. It was the only way to escape Byakuya.
But why me and not Rukia, huh?
Listen, absolutely nobody who was there had any hope of defeating Byakuya. Believe me, Ichigo. But in 3 days, you might very well have a chance. That was my reasoning. You were the logical choice. And there's more. Byakuya wasn't alone. Ukitake was there as well. He was Rukia's direct superior. He's a very dutiful man. I'm sure he won't kill Gonju, and that youth who tried to rescue his subordinate. They'll be all right, Ichigo. You just need to concentrate on becoming stronger. You can't defeat Byakuya as you are now. But I'll train you so that in 3 days you will. And then, with your very own hands, you'll be able to save all of your friends. I want to ask you a question. Are you aware that Zangetsu is a constant release Zanpakuto?
It is? When you say constant release, you mean like Kenpachi's? I always knew this sword was different from the others. It doesn't actually change shape. I mean, not even if I call its name.
Just as I thought. Well then, in that case, you probably also weren't aware that Zangetsu had a second release. All Zanpakuto, including Zangetsu, have 2 different distinct stages of release. The first stage is called Shikai, and the second one is called Bankai. They're mandatory for a captain. That is, they all need to be able to perform both of them.
What? Mandatory?
That means every captain has mastered both Shikai and Bankai. Or at least everyone has aside from one exception.
Exception?
Kenpachi Zaraki. In the long history of the Soul Society, he's the only captain. The only one who's ever achieved that rank without being able to perform Bankai or knowing the name of his Zanpakuto. The 13 court guard squads valued his fighting prowess and dedication so much that they waived the requirement. But then you got to experience that skill firsthand. In terms of the Zanpakuto's combat ability, the difference between Shikai and Bankai depends on the individual's innate talents and training, but generally it's 5 to 10 times greater.
10 times?
Astonishing, isn't it? But because of that, even for someone with talent, it can easily take 10 or more years of training to master Bankai.
Wait a second, I don't have that much time!
No, of course you don't. When I say 10 or 20 years, I'm talking about more traditional, normal training. There are serious risks involved, but I'm taking a completely different approach with you. You're going to learn Bankai in just 3 days.
Hey, what's with that goofy-looking doll?
It's a Tenshin Tai, a vital spiritual tool that's used by the Stealth Force. It will forcibly transfer and externalize the soul of a Zanpakuto.
Hold on, I don't get it. We need that to practice Bankai?
Of course, the central essence of Shikai is to communicate and synchronize with your Zanpakuto. But using Bankai requires externalizing it and forcing it into submission. And that means instead of you entering the world of the Zanpakuto to communicate with it, what you do instead is summon the Zanpakuto into our world. It usually takes more than 10 years of training to learn how to perform the move. But there's something I'm counting on. You were able to fight Kenpachi Zaraki to a draw. It's my belief that despite your lack of long-term training, you're ready to externalize Zangetsu.
Oh.
You know what I'm talking about. Piercing this with Zangetsu will force it to happen. I'll use my powers to keep him in that state. But the thing is, this can only be done once, and it lasts for just 3 days. I know it's quick, but somehow you must force Zangetsu to submit within that time frame. If you can do that...
I won't ask what happens if I fail. I mean, if it's really the only way, then I'll just have to do it.
Well now, it appears that you made a full recovery, Ichigo.
Zangetsu. What the heck?
Only one of them is real. I mean, that's actually the real me. There's just one available solution. I can only be defeated by that sword. In other words, if you want me to submit, you have one option. You're going to have to find it before I kill you. And then, you're going to have to cut me down. Never take your eyes off the enemy. That's 52.
Damn! Oh man, I almost had him!
Impressive. He's come a long way in a short amount of time. Before, he was relying on Zangetsu's strength. But now, he's learning at a frightening pace, and reaching a rather frightening level as well. Kisuke, it seems that it's just as you said. He is truly... Looks like we're just about out of time.
Not beat yet! Huh?
Drop the sword, Ichigo. Day 1 is over.
A hot spring. I had no idea this was even here. What the heck's going on? What kind of hot spring is this? My wounds are healing, and the pain's going away.
So, how's the water?
Oh, Ms. Yoruichi. Yeah, it's perfect. Just perfect. Hey, you know, I've been thinking this reminds me of that one place. The one under Urahara's shop. The training ground?
Yes, I imagine it would. You see, that study room was modeled on this place.
It was?
Yes, there's actually quite a lot of personal history here for me. This was originally created as Kisuke's and my secret playground. We built it deep under the Sokyoku.
Secret? Come on. How do you secretly build a place like this?
Kisuke had a reputation as a bit of a rogue. He always had a talent for getting himself into mischief. But that was long ago. When we were children, we played here practically every day. After he joined the 13 Court Guards, and I joined the Stealth Force, we would come here together to train. And...
Wait, just hold on a minute. The 13 Court Guards? Then he was a Soul Reaper?
Huh? Kisuke?
Yeah, oh man, I knew it! He knew way too much about the Soul Society. And he's got a Zanpakuto. And some of the guys here gave me funny looks when I mentioned his name. Ms. Yoruichi, listen. This guy, what exactly is he?
That fool. He kept it to himself. He didn't tell you everything, did he? All right. There's no reason to keep it from you now that we've come this far. You see, Kisuke is actually the previous captain of Squad 12, and he's also the founder and first chief of the Department of Research and Development.
Come on, Sabimaru.
Captain Eisen.
Oh no. I actually drew my sword against Momo. I'm terrible. How could I? I'm just the absolute worst. Who is it?
Whoa. Oh boy, this is ugly. I can't even look.
Captain Ichimaru.
You look tired, you poor thing. Would you like it if I gave you my help? Come with me, Izuru.
What about you? Did anyone see those Ryoka?
No, sir. We couldn't find anyone over there, sir.
I see. Thanks for the update. Hold on. I don't remember seeing you two before. Are you new?
Yes, sir. I'm Inoue. This is my first term of service. Reporting for duty, sir.
I'm Ishida. Reporting for duty, sir.
Really? Man, it must be tough having something like this happen when you're just starting out.
Yes, sir. Very well, I understand. We'll go patrolling then.
This is all in a day's work for a Soul Reaper. Do your best. I expect great things from you.
Yes, sir. I'll do my best.
I wasn't expecting a plan as dangerous as disguising ourselves as Soul Reapers to work so well.
I know it was my idea, but I never thought it would go this smoothly. I'm pretty clever.
Yes, you are.
Okay, we found out what the location of the Senzaikyu is from those people that we encountered earlier. I bet that the others are likely to be on their way there right now. I'd imagine that Ichigo is probably there already.
All right. We better hurry then, before Ichigo has time to royally screw everything up. We have to get there and do our best to prevent that.
Right! Which squad should we say we belong to? We have to be ready to answer right away if anybody asks us.
Yeah, I guess so. I see. So then, Tsubaki hasn't fully recovered yet.
No. Last night, they spent hours healing him. But even so... I didn't realize this before, but I guess they have a harder time healing each other. I'm sorry. I realize I'm not being of much help right now.
Are you kidding? You're able to protect us, and you can heal us as well on top of that? You're a huge help.
Thank you, Uryu.
I'm convinced that this is for the best. This way, Orihime can bring up the rear and remain focused on defense and healing. The enemy's less likely to target her there. And besides, having spent the last few days with her, I feel sure that she really isn't cut out for fighting. To me, it's clear-cut. She can't stand seeing someone get hurt. There's nothing she hates more, even if it's an enemy. People like her simply shouldn't be fighting. Battles aren't good for her, or, frankly, for any of her little friends either.
Hey, you two! What squad are you with? And what are you doing here?
We're with Squad 11.
Really? Oh, that's funny. I'm with Squad 11 too. We're a combat unit. Who in Squad 11 would be stupid enough to walk around without a Zanpakuto toe?
I blew it. I didn't realize the squads are specialized.
This is Squad 12's insignia, not 11's. But then, you wouldn't know that. Who are you, really?
Oh well, so much for that idea. Guess we're not blending in.
Huh?
Whew, wow. That was a close one.
The nerve accusing fellow Soul Reapers. What an oaf! Are you two all right?
Thank you so much.
Oh, it's the least we could do. Squad 12 looks out for its own, right?
These Squad 11 guys are always trying to start trouble with us. The clods.
Ah, come on now. Anyone can forget his sword.
Wait, hold on a second. What's going on here? This isn't right. Something's wrong. That Soul Reaper actually had a good point. We said we belonged to Squad 11, but we're wearing the insignia of Squad 12. That's obviously suspicious. So if that's the case, then why did they help us?
What the? Hey! This isn't...
Orihime! Get away from...
Captain! Captain Kurotsuchi! This isn't what you said we'd do! Captain!
It can't be helped. Once a grenade is thrown, it really shouldn't come flying back at you.
Thank you. If you hadn't called me, I'm sure that
I'm just glad you reacted in time. The reason for that's straightforward. It's because you practice so much without using your Kododama, your spirit chant.
What about the other 3 people?
I don't know, but listen. Don't worry about them right now. The only person you should worry about is yourself.
Oh, what a fascinating move. The shield. Is the girl behind you the one making it?
I'm not in the mood to talk.
How marvelous. I've never seen such a thing before. You, girl, let me ask you something. How would you like to be my research subject? I'll make it worth your while. Don't be so afraid. I'm kind to women. Oh, I know. I'll offer you the best possible terms that I can. I'll restrict the daily drug regimen to 8 doses and only 5 hours for biomechanical experiments. You'll be fed orally, and you'll even be given clothing when you sleep. And I'll try not to perform any modifications that might kill you. What do you say? He's fast. So he's a Quincy. A rare species. It's been quite a number of years since I last saw one of them. But even so, I'm sorry, I've already completed all my research on your kind. I'm not interested in Quincy's anymore. Now, go on, step aside.
Completed your research? Not interested? What do you even mean? And who are you?
Interesting. Do Ryoka normally charge into the enemy territory without studying the enemy at all beforehand? My, how foolish. I would like to think that you'd at least be aware of the identities of the top 13 Soul Reapers. I am Captain of Squad 12, and in addition to that, Chief of Research and Development, Mayuri Kuretsuchi. But you can forget that, because in a moment, you won't know anything.
He's... Orihime, run, now! He's after you!
But...
Leave this to me. You go and look for Ichigo.
Okay.
Did I say you could go?
Did I say you could stop them?
Listen up, boy. The fact is, I'm really not interested in you. Oh dear, it seems the girl got away. Oh well, if there's so much as a strand of her hair lying around, that's all that I'll need to find her. Oh, and when I do, I want to study her until there's only mincemeat left. Every minute, every second is precious.
That monster. But I think that I may actually have a chance against him. His spiritual pressure is strong, but it's also unstable, which means I should be able to buy enough time for Orihime to get far away, and then I can escape myself. Who's she, Is the girl behind him his assistant? But she's just standing there. Well, maybe she can't fight. All right then. I'll go for him first.
Not bad. You actually moved rather well. What you did earlier and now this. Guryenkaku, the flying bamboo blindside, right? Moving at high speed by creating a current of reishi beneath your feet. That's an advanced Quincy move, isn't that the case? I'm rather surprised that a fellow your age has been able to master it. You're good. It's apparent that you must be very talented, huh?
I see you're keeping pace. Strike back. Strike back. Well done, and goodbye. Here I come.
But all the same, I'm afraid I can't let you keep going on like that. You see, we too have a ho-ho, one that's called Flash Step. Although I confess that it's quite tiring to do. I suppose that I'm just going to have to settle for studying the girl at a later date. Because, you see, I'm a very busy man, unlike you. I've reached a decision. I've determined that what I'm going to do is kill you by using the least amount of effort that I can. Tear him up. Ashisogi Chizo.
I can't figure out what it does from the shape. What is it? What does it do? Well, if it's the kind that's able to absorb my attack, I'll have to strike carefully. Darn. There isn't time to think. What? Oh no. I forgot about her. Let go! Wait a second. He's not... I don't believe it. He hacked right through her. But she... Isn't she on his side? Why...
Fool! I taught you never to let go, even if your arms were torn off.
I'm sorry, sir.
Forget it. I wasn't expecting much from you anyway. Besides, honestly, at this point, defeating you will be as easy as strangling a baby.
I don't believe it. To kill me, he was willing to go so far as to sacrifice his own assistant.
Oh my! Just look at you sweat! It must hurt quite a bit. But despite that, you're not screaming. I'm impressed. You must have a very high threshold of pain. Tell me, is this your first time being cut by a sword?
It's my second.
Well, now you have a wealth of experience, but...
Sorry, Captain Kuratsuchi. Please give me some Hojikuzai, the flesh-healing medicine.
What's that? Why, you... Who do you think you're talking to? Huh? Well? So then, tell me, do you think your body would break that easily?
Stop! What are you doing? Isn't she one of you? Just stop it! You're killing her!
Are you mocking me right now, too? Do you think she'd die from this? You think that these trivial little wounds could kill her? I created this body myself. Well, I won't be laughed at.
Hold on. You created her?
That's right. Do you want to know her name? It's Nemu Kuritsuchi. She's the result of the many experiments that I conducted with Gigai and Gikon in the past. She is my daughter. Please don't bore me with your righteous indignation. How a father treats his own daughter is none of your business.
Stop! I can't move.
Oh, did you just realize that? You sure took your sweet time in coming to understand. Immobilizing the victim. That's what Ashisogi Jizo does.
A paralyzing poison.
Please! It's nothing as vulgar as that. You see, it selectively blocks only the neural impulses that are involved in movement. It synthesizes an extremely complex drug. It's not normal paralysis. You only lose the ability to move. In other words, you'll still be able to feel every bit of the pain. Here, and here, and here! Ah, well, compared to the screams that a woman is able to produce, a man's lack a certain charm. I can't stand to hear them. Nemu, get up. You're going to finish him. Oh, that's right. I almost forgot that I cut you with the Ashisogi Jizo too. Blast! You worthless maggot!
Stop it.
What?
I told you to stop.
Haven't you had enough yet? Are you that big a fool? Really? You feel pity for a woman even though she's your enemy? Is this the honor that all of you Quincy's take such pride in?
What?
It's interesting. It must really mean something to you, because you all seem to end up speaking about it before you die.
What are you talking about?
I told you, I've completed my research on Quincy's. I studied your kind thoroughly. I applied all manner of stimuli to their minds and bodies and observed their responses. I studied them until they were nothing but pulp. And every single one of them said something along the lines of how on their honor as Quincy's they could never bring themselves to do such and such a thing. On their honor as Quincy's they would undoubtedly be sure to stop me. Frankly, all of you are just so incredibly annoying. One stab from this will make any and all words of resistance entirely meaningless.
You dirty.
Now just calm down. This is where I tell you about my hardship. I confess, it really was very difficult work. When I first took on the role of Chief of Research and Development, Quincy's were already a rare species. Soul Reapers were monitoring the few that were still in existence. So I had to persuade the Soul Reapers assigned to them to delay their rescue. Then I turned the Quincy souls that they brought back into research subjects. Do you have any idea how hard it was to arrange all that? I remember the last one. He was a particularly nasty old man. He kept calling out the name of a student or maybe a grandchild. It was all so disgraceful. Would you like to see a picture of him? This photo was taken after my experiments ended. There's not much left of his original form. Now, what was that student's name? Ah, well, I tend to lose interest in my subjects after my experiments with them are over.
Ranso Tengai! I'll tell you his student's name. It was Uryu. Uryu Ishida. The man's name was Soken Ishida. He was my teacher, and my grandfather as well.
Oh? And so what?
I'm glad about one thing at least. that Orihime isn't here. I wouldn't want her to have to see this. On my honor as a Quincy, I swear, I'm going to kill you!
His arms and legs have been slashed by Ashisogi Jizo. How can he be standing? Oh, of course, I know. He's using Ranso Tingai. Bundles of reishi that have been twisted together into a countless number of threads have now been attached to his frozen limbs, moving him around as if he were some kind of a puppet. Out of the 2,661 Quincies that I've studied, not even a single one could perform even a part of the Ranso Tingai. I thought that was a lost art. But look, here you are, having mastered it, and at such a young age. Does that mean you're what they call a genius? Excellent. Well then, I believe you won't bore me after all. I'm not going to kill you. I'm taking you back alive. Then you, and the girl, of course, will become my latest experiments.
When I was a child, my father would sometimes reprimand me for spending so much time with my master in my attempt to become a Quincy. There's no sense in saving the dead. That's the Soul Reaper's job, he'd say. He completely hated Quincies, despite having Quincy blood flowing in his veins. I couldn't understand his reasoning. The thing is, I could see the hollows, and I was also able to see the people that they attacked. He must have been able to see those things too. So how could he ignore them? I simply wanted a way to become strong. I wanted to be a powerful Quincy. That way, I could protect everyone from attacks by the hollows. Maybe then, my father would think that Quincies were worth something. My master, who was also my grandfather, insisted that my father had a point. I remember he told me, what you think is the right thing to do depends on what you want to protect. I didn't understand what my father thought was right, what he wanted to protect. But my master told me that I would find out in due time. And he explained to me that when I did understand, I would know what I wanted to protect too. Then, the day came when my master entrusted me with something. It was the Reishi Glove. It is said that if one puts it on and trains for 7 days and 7 nights, they will reach the peak of their Quincy powers. However, as I came to learn, it is a mysterious artifact that once worn, can never be removed. Because if it is, there is a terrible price that must be paid. Your powers as a Quincy will all be lost. I'm sorry, Master. Even now, I still don't understand my father. I'm not even sure what exactly it is that I want to protect. But I think that at least now I know what I won't allow to happen. I'm sorry, Master, but it seems one last time I'm disobeying you.
What? What is going on? What is that? Oh my! Such spiritual pressure? I've never seen anything like it. Never before.